This is our new chapter, chapter 11, Verbs. So, what is verb? A verb is a word that shows an action, an event, or a state. A sentence may either have a main verb, a helping verb, or both. In other words, a verb is a word that informs about an action, an existence of something, or an occurrence. The verb is the main word in a sentence. So no sentence can be completed without a verb. Now, if we talk about the kinds of verbs, verbs are of two kinds: principal verbs and auxiliary verbs. Now, let's see the first kind, that is principal verbs. So what is principal verbs? Principal verbs is also called as action verbs, and they are used to express action, something that an animal or a person or a thing does. For example, the sun shines. So here, sun is the name of a thing, and shines is the action that the sun does. And so is the same thing with the other one, that is, the monkey jumps. Here, monkey is the name of an animal, and jumps is the action that the monkey does. Now, let's see the auxiliary verbs. Auxiliary verbs are those verbs that help the principal verbs to form their tense, mood, etc. Therefore, these are also called helping verbs. For example, we are learning about helping verbs. Now here, are is a helping verb and learning is the main verb. Now let's see the second example. We are in the greenhouse club. Here, are is again a helping verb. You should complete the work by tomorrow. Again here, should is a helping verb and complete is the main verb. Now, let us remember what we have learned about the subject, object, and verb. Now, let's see the example. Rubina is eating pizza. So, who is the doer of the action? Rubina. So, Rubina is the subject. And what is she doing? She is eating. So, eating becomes the verb. And what is she eating? She is eating pizza. So, pizza becomes an object. And students, please remember, to identify the object, we use the question like what or whom. So students, now that you are clear with the subject, object and verb, let us now learn the two types of verbs. They are transitive and intransitive verbs. So first, let us see what is transitive verbs. So, transitive verb is an action that have a direct object to receive that action. So, let us now look into the sentence example. The man loves his children. So, love here is the action that is performed by the man, that is the subject, and it has a receiver, that is the children. So, here the man does the action of love to his children. So, love here is the transitive verb. Let us now look again for another example. The doctor cured him. Here, cured is the action and him is the direct receiver. So, cured is the transitive verb. Again, here we see she crossed the street. So here, crossed is the action and street is the object. So, crossed is the transitive verb. Now again, Rohan kicked the ball. Here, kicked is the action performed by Rohan, and ball is the direct object on which the action is being performed. So now that you have understood what is transitive verb, let us now see what is intransitive verb. So intransitive verb is the action that doesn't have a direct object to receive that action. Let us now see into the sentence example. Snow fell yesterday. So here snow is the subject and fell is the action. But we cannot say on whom the snow fell. So here there is no direct object or receiver. So fell is the intransitive verb. Let us now look for some more sentence example. He failed. Here failed is intransitive verb as there is no direct object linked with it. Now let's look into the next example. She is sleeping. Here sleeping is the intransitive verb as there is no direct object linked with she. To make it more clear, let us look for one more sentence example. They work hard. Here work is again an intransitive verb as there is no direct object after the verb work. So students, always remember, an intransitive verb does not have an object. However, it manages to express a complete thought without the help of other words. For example, fire burns, birds fly, the wind blows. So here, the intransitive verbs burns, blows, and fly express a complete thought. Hence, they are called verbs of complete prediction. For example, the girl seemed, the dog is. Both the verbs are verbs of incomplete prediction because they do not express a complete thought. Some word or words must be supplied to complete their sense. For example, like the girl seemed excited. The dog is hungry. So the words thus added to complete the meaning of a verb of incomplete prediction are called its complement. The complement of the intransitive verb always describes the subject and hence it is called the subject complement. Now the common verbs of incomplete prediction are be, is, am, are, was, were, seem, appear, look, become, feel, and grow. For example, the night grew dark. I feel tired. She looked innocent. So students, that's all about the verbs. I hope by now you understood well.